Congressman Jake Ellzey of Midlothian, thank you so much, and welcome to Eye on Politics.
Thanks for having me, Jack.
So here we are in Washington, where Governor Abbott is set to meet with a whole bunch of Texas Republicans in Congress to really press his case for Texas taxpayers to get reimbursed by Congress for the $11 billion spent on the border. And so why do you believe this is justified, and what are you doing to help out?
Texans for many years have been doing the job of the federal government, securing our southern border, protecting it from terrorists coming across, illegal immigrants, fentanyl coming across that's killing 70,000 Americans every year. So I think it makes sense that at this time, the relatively small price tag of $11 billion to reimburse the taxpayers of Texas for doing the federal government's job, the time is right to do that. I think the administration would be enthusiastic to do so, and especially at a time in which we're taking care of disasters all across the country. This is but a small piece of the pie, and basically the Texans are going to give back what they've used and built to the federal government to secure again.
Now, you are co-sponsoring legislation that would help make this a reality, right?
Yes, sir. And I think all of us are.
Talk to me about what this legislation would do, actually.
Well, there's a couple of different ways that we can do that, but it's going to reimburse Texans to the tune of $11.1 billion, which I think the price tag is actually higher than what we've already spent as Texas taxpayers. But that's the general gist of it. Gets it on the radar. And the governor's going to come up here and meet with all of us, and we're going to talk about it. But all of us Republican members have supported this, and we've been talking about it for many, many years, and now the time is right with a Republican administration whose focus is securing the border first to actually take care of this, and all of us Republicans are on board.
How quickly do you think this can happen? Because my understanding is they're trying to make this as part of the reconciliation package, in which this is President Trump's agenda to codify a lot of what his executive orders are to secure the border, make the Trump tax cuts from 2017 permanent, and then energy as well, redefining the energy policy.
It's still, the definitions of the reconciliation package are still kind of amorphous, but there are several different avenues which we can get that $11 billion back. One is a bill, one is reconciliation package, and one is appropriation. So there are numerous avenues that we can use and will continue to try to use to get that money back for the taxpayers of Texas.
And right now, House Republicans and Senate Republicans are trying to figure out how to get this passed. What's the level of urgency, and how quickly do you think that might happen?
The level of urgency is very high. We realize we have a short timeline in which to get this done, the end of April for the reconciliation. We've got the 25 fiscal spending bills that we still have to address, and then we got 26 fiscal year appropriations coming up too. So this is the highest priority. I know that leadership and a number of stakeholders are working very, very hard, round the clock, to get this accomplished. And I think as we film this today that we're getting very close to a solution. Some numbers are coming out. There will always be a little bit of tweaking, but we need to get on board and join up as a team and get this done so the president's agenda can be passed.
Tariffs. A lot of people are concerned, especially with Texas being the largest exporting state in the United States by far, about, is there going to be a 25% tariff on Mexico and Canada within this 30-day period. So have you heard from businesses who are expressing concern, and what is your message to them?
I don't think anybody likes the idea of actually enacted tariffs, but from the perspective of this administration, and I support this, it's an opening negotiating tactic and tool to use to get other countries to come to the table and address things that are very important to us. We have been sitting on the back bench of fair trade for a long, long time, and this is President Trump's way of getting them to come to the table. And as soon as we talked about 25% tariffs for Canada and Mexico, they came to the table, the tariffs went away. So I think it's a phenomenal negotiating tool. Wait it out. We can endure tariffs in the United States a lot longer than our partner nations can. So as long as they're playing fairly with us, those will go away. And that's all that we're asking for. That's all the president's asking for.
And what about the tariff on steel that went into effect this week? Any concerns there as far as impact on businesses in Texas?
Everybody's concerned, but again, it's an opening tactic. Those will take time to have any effect in a negative or positive way, and it gets people to the table. So he knows exactly what pressure points to push on other countries to getting back to onshoring businesses as well as jobs for the United States. So I think he's been very effective with the use of those thus far.
Congressman Jake Ellzey, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Jack. Good to be with you.